Alrighty. Okay, these not saying recording yet. Oh, it is saying recording. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty. Hi, everybody. It is Danielle, and I have with me Jenny today. We are so excited. We were hoping to come live on Facebook, but the system was being weird for me, and I was like, well, you know what? Let's record this so we have this video forever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh, great.
So I'm going to introduce a little bit about Jenny. So Jenny joined just several months ago. What month did you join? November? Was it November?
I think it was October 10th.
Oh, okay, October.
Yes.
She joined in October. She was actually one of my customers. She was a customer of somebody else's before, and then found me somehow and became one of my customers. And we were having a party, and she decided, you know what, I'm joining. I'm ready to do this, and we're very happy. But as most of you guys know, and you probably see, Jenny has like at least a new recruit every single month, and sometimes multiple recruits in a month, and she is on fire with that. And so we just wanted to come on here and talk to her a little bit about what she's doing, how she's engaging people, and different things along those lines. But I'll let you introduce yourself a little bit and tell a little bit about yourself too, Jenny, real quick.
All righty. My name is Jenny Borkhardt, and I live in central Wisconsin, Wausau, Wisconsin. We've been here for only since August. We've moved around a little bit with my husband's job. And I fell in love with Pink Zebra about 3 years ago at a little craft fair way in the northern tip of Wisconsin. I was looking for a different product because I was out and I couldn't find it. And I saw this lady sitting in this craft sale. She had all these cute little pink and white little buckets full of stuff. And I thought, what is this? At first I thought it was like something you eat or something you put in your dryer or washing machine or something. And I went up and started to smell all of these scents. And I just went, oh my gosh, like I have to buy some of this. Well, then I got home and I kicked myself because I didn't buy enough. And I just kept buying from her and buying from her. And then I think she ended up, I don't even remember what happened to her specifically, but just loving Pink Zebra. And my husband would say, why don't you just sell it? You'd get a discount. And I thought, well, that's silly. I couldn't never do that. That's like, no way. Well, then in October, I had one party. And then in October or September, I phoned Danielle. And I said, I want to do a party when the new catalog comes out. And then midway through the party, I was just really like, I can do this. Like, at least I'll get a discount. That's all I ever wanted was just a discount on my sprinkles. And one thing led to another. And I do quite a few Facebook parties. I recently had my first blend bash. That is really cool. I want to experiment with that more. It's a little bit intimidating just trying to figure it all out, but I think once you do, there's a lot of potential there. So I do Facebook parties, and my first recruit was in December, and then one of my best girlfriends, she came to rally with me in Minneapolis. She signed up, and that was the end of January, and then kind of my clientele started to build up. And people just said, like, I love this stuff. I want to sell it. So that's kind of how, it's kind of come full circle.
All righty. So have you gone out and like personally like went in and so, like they say, oh, always keep your pipeline moving. Did you personally go out and like poach anybody per se? Like say like, oh, hey, you look amazing. You do a great job. I want your sales or anything like I want you to come sell with me or anything like that.
No, actually, my husband has done that. My husband has done that for me once. He is a salesman. He has gotten several orders, and he is a salesman. He can do that. I need to kind of work on that because I see people out and about once in a while, and I just think, gosh, I wonder what kind of home fragrance like she uses, and I need to work on that. So I don't do that. A lot of times, it's just like a new customer from like a friend of a friend or a friend of a neighbor, acquaintance, and they'll order a couple times and then they'll say like, I think I got to sign up. This is just awesome. And the people that sign up, most of them, I think almost all of them, have said, I just want the discount. And I'm totally fine with that because that's what I said. And that's, you can't be discouraged when somebody wants to sign up and they say they just want the discount because it's an amazing product and they will sell Pink Zebra.
That's what I said too when I signed up. I said, I'm doing it for the discount. I was on my second party within a year and I was like, all right, I'm doing this for a discount. So I totally get it. Like when you see it. So what kind of conversations do you have with people when they're asking you about joining Pink Zebra? That kind of gets them on that, like, I guess it's they hooks them and gets them excited.
I think the main thing I have started, but at the very beginning, I would talk about more about the product and that the product is amazing. But now I've kind of shifted more towards that I really feel that the company itself is like, they have good ethics, and I don't get too like in depth with that, but I would never join something where you don't know about the company, or they're kind of, you know, shady or shifty. And with Pink Zebra, they're just amazing. So I talk about that a little bit. And I also talk about, you know, being a mom and working full time. I don't get out as much as I would like. And I don't have, I mean, I have friends, but with Pink Zebra, you meet new people and you have new friendships, and it's just a really good way to meet new people from all over. And I think that's more of the approach that I go to.
That's interesting.
Versus, I mean, and I do talk about how amazing the product is, but maybe not as much anymore, because if they try it, they're going to fall in love with it. It's just, there's no coaxing into loving Pink Zebra, I don't think.
I mean, I was pretty hooked too. And so I get it. Like, yeah, I mean, I feel like we have more Pink Zebra in my house than we'll ever need. And like, I could self-sustain, and of course I keep buying more too. So it's all good. Oh, awesome.
And I love now that I think I've had 5 recruits in like the last 30 days, which is amazing. The Join Special was awesome, but I love it. And I think of you often, Danielle, because I still do the same to you. But when something amazing happens, it's like, I got to message Danielle right now. And now some of the people, you know, that are on my little team, they'll text and say, I got an amazing order, or I just hit another goal. And it's so rewarding to hear the excitement, or know that they're doing something that's pretty amazing.
And I will 100% agree with you on that. Like, that's probably my favorite part of being a sponsor in general, is when someone sits there and says like, oh my goodness, I just did this, I just got my first whatever. Like, it warms your heart. And then so I totally understand. So tell me, you know, do you on your VIP, you have a VIP page, right? I'm pretty sure you do.
Yes.
Yeah. I was saying, wait a second. I think because we initially tried the group party, which and then we turned it into your VIP page, right?
Yep.
There we go. I remember now. See. So, anyways, you know, with your VIP page, how often would you say you probably share with people? You go live, or you share with people about that opportunity?
Oh, that's a good question. I honestly don't. I may touch on it real briefly, like when a new product comes out, or something that I have just found that like, oh, I didn't really know this was as amazing as it is. Like I go live, or I want to do some more lives with different games and things, but I'll touch on it briefly. But I think I skip over that. So I think I need to work on that, and maybe do a little bit more, not necessarily a note card, but just rehearse in my head a little bit more as to what I should say about being a Pink Zebra consultant.
Okay.
I think I skip over that, and I should try and, you know, because I'm talking more about the product and how amazing the sprinkles are, and I'm talking about hosting a party, and then it's like, oh, I forgot about joining.
Like, I forgot why I loved, like, you know, what they could love about this too, and the opportunity. And it's so big, because I will tell you, you know, sometimes I know forgetting to share is a huge thing, and everybody is at fault for that all the time. Like, you know, you don't want to share all the time, but I feel as though your people who are a part of your group see how much you love it, and they just want to be a part of that energy with how much you love it.
And a couple things that I think I learned probably both of these things from you, but one is I don't post on my personal Facebook page much at all. Maybe once a month I'll post something, or like the soaps came out and I posted that, but I don't want to kind of bog down my personal page and turn people off that maybe just don't like scents or don't want part of that. So that's something I'm really aware of. And I'm also, since, you know, the 1st of March, I have been more aware. I think my page hasn't really grown since the 1st of March, but there's a lot more interaction. And I think the reason is because I'm not every day posting about Pink Zebra. like I'll post how do you like your coffee, or how do you cut your sandwich? Just little crazy little things. And I think it really makes a big difference. It's not every day only Pink Zebra.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you do that for me though. I love social media tips like that.
Yeah, I think I've been posting a little bit more about my personal life, and I think that really draws people in, and they want to buy Pink Zebra from you because they kind of feel like they're part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that makes a difference too.
I feel like sometimes your kids are on like your videos too, right? Like,
yes, they sure are.
and I think that's huge, because if someone has kids that are watching you do this or watching you be successful,
Right.
they're like, oh, look, she's doing it. She has little ones running around and climbing on top of her or whatever it is. So I could do that too. Makes you,
Right.
and I think the big thing too, and I will tell you this, is I feel as though you're excited and share. And if anyone knows this, I watched you pretty much from the beginning, obviously. And the first, like, 5 lives or so, you didn't even show your face. Like, it was all like
all you saw was like my fingers, and I was fumbling around with the phone. And then I thought, okay, this is ridiculous. I have to give this a try. And my first one, it was fine, and I still need to grow in that area. But I show my face more now, and I think that's been a big benefit too.
See, and I mean, you have a wonderful smile. So who wouldn't want to like be with somebody who's just smiling like that, like excited? So awesome. Any tip, or suggestions or advice you'd want to give to anybody who right now is like feeling like they're like, oh, I just can't get it. I can't get that recruit. I'm struggling. Like, anything you can share.
I think with Pink, with probably selling anything, you can't get down. Like, I think sometimes we start strong because it's amazing and we've got a few orders and we're excited and we have all this stuff to do. And I did really well at the beginning. And then there was this kind of a lull where I was like, oh, I felt like I was beating myself up, but I just kept, I think it's Jessica who does the Sunday night, write things in your planner and plan. And I do that, which I think helps just kind of ground myself of what I need to do. You'll hit a little lull, and then again, it'll pick back up. And I think after you hit that lull and it picks up, it kind of starts to click a little bit more as to, little tips and things you need to do and how to communicate. But it will click, and just don't give up, because it's amazing and it's fun and very rewarding too. So.
Absolutely. And I will say, you definitely, and we all have our ups and downs. There will always be ups and downs, especially in sales in general. Like,
right.
Ebbs and flows. But like you said, as long as you stick with it and you keep going, it's definitely going to, it'll pay off. It will.
Right. And I was really worried, with the pandemic that has happened. March, it happened so fast. It didn't affect me. And then for April, I was thinking, oh, you don't know because of the situation. I think that I don't want to say that didn't affect my sales with Pink Zebra, but I think people they're more at home to look at what you're posting on Facebook, and they want to do some online shopping. So that, I think I don't want to say take advantage of that, but I think it's okay to continue to get out the word about Pink Zebra. And why wouldn't anybody want to have a party right now? Because we're all still, kind of stuck at home. So.
Yeah. And I will say, I think people now too, it's like the craze, which I think is funny because I've always done this myself, but it's to support small businesses. It's like,
yes.
Everyone's like literally like support small business. I'm like, this is what we've been like saying for years. So
right.
It is funny. So it's ironic, I guess, to say for me, but like, no, and that's huge too. Cause like you said, I think they're looking more now, and people are, you had a couple people join this month, correct?
Yes. I think in April I've had 4, maybe.
Okay.
3 and 4. Yeah.
And people right now, they're looking for the way to make a little bit extra money, while they're sitting at home or whatnot. So this is a great opportunity for sure.
Yeah, and I've created a little group for I call it the Rockin' Zebras. And I think I have with myself, I think there's 13 or 14 of us in the group now. I just post little tidbits, and if there's any questions, it's a good way for us to all stay connected, which is nice too. So
See, that's exciting. You keep
it is. It's fun.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, your team's growing too. You have people in your second and third line already, so which is great.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
That's awesome. Alrighty. So I think for the most part, I really appreciate you coming on here and just like sharing a little bit about your story and just sharing some tips with everybody. I really do. I am sorry that we couldn't do this live and like everyone's questions that they may have, but
That's okay.
It's recorded, so hopefully people come back, they'll watch it, and they see any questions, you might be able to help out answer a little bit. I'm sure you're okay. And again, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this for us. Like, it really means a lot to us.
This is the 15 minutes of no children. I'm in my basement. I think I counted up in 47 days. I have had under 1 hour of time to myself. Like,
oh my goodness.
I always have a child with me, usually 3. It's just, so this has been 15 minutes of just pure bliss.
Well, I'm so glad we can give that to you. And I'm in my basement too, as you can see my nice little person. Thankfully, my husband painted them black, so it doesn't look as bad, I guess to say. Now, for every time I'm on a Zoom, I have to take a picture, so I'm going to have you smile.
Okay.
All righty, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm taking 2 just in case I...
Do you like my raccoon eyes? We were out in the sun a couple days ago, and I had my sunglasses on, and it's like really...
Oh, I see that on the side. I just thought you had really, like, because it doesn't look like, honestly, like, I have really black under eyes. So right now, I thought like, it was lighter. I'm like, I wanted to ask her what she'd use is not to have those puffy white, like, black under eyes. So tip is put your raccoon eyes on.
Yes, put your sunglasses on and go outside.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to stop the recording real quick and I'm going to talk to you in a second. So stop.
All right.
Recording.